What is the second one? Non-functionality testing. So what is the non-functionality testing? Functionality means based on the customer requirements, we are testing one application that is called as functionality. Non-functional is nothing but it is the application characteristics, means customer expectations only. That type of testing is called as non-functionality. So functionalities are mandatory and important to the every application. Due to that reason, every organization they are maintaining functional testing team. So what is the non-functionality testing? In this test, we validate application characteristics based on customer expectations is called as non-functionality testing. So based on customer requirements and customer expectations, both are called as a system testing. The first part is functionality, the second part is non-functionality. So what are the factors we are verifying here? So there are 10 types of techniques are there. First one, GUI testing, usability. Third one, security. Fourth one, recovery. Compatibility testing, configuration, comparative testing, installation, sanitation, finally performance. So these are all the 10 testing techniques under non-functionality: GUI, usability, security, recovery, compatibility, configuration, comparative, installation, sanitation, and performance testing. First one is GUI. GUI means graphical user interface, or we can call it as a user interface testing. GUI testing or so first every application we can verify first GUI testing. GUI means graphical user interface. Graphical user interface means here the main concept is the look and feel of application. The look and feel. Look and feel means yes, if I open any application, is there any spelling mistakes? Availability of the components, control visibility, font size and style, control spellings means correct or not, all these are clarity of images and everything. If you go to any site, first we can check that GUI means all the fields are available or not. Suppose if Gmail is there, I want to log in, username is there, password is there, but login button is not there. Or else SpiceJet, departure, arrival, everything is there, but a search button is not available. Then no use. So first we need to check availability of the components, all the fields are available or not. And alignments, you can see here proper alignment is there: from, to, departure, return, adults, children, infant, alignments. Not like that, it is a proper alignment is there. You can go here also, proper alignment is there: home, new batches, FAQs, downloads, proper alignment is there. So that is we are checking the availability of the components. Alignment controls, control visibility, font size and style, spellings are correct or not, background color of the screen, clarity of images, clarity of images, background color of the screen. Everything will be, we are checking under this non-functionality testing. So what are the factors we are checking here? In this test, we verify the main is look and feel of application we are checking. Look and feel means all the components are available or not. So what are the factors are there? Following are the factors related to UI testing. So first one, availability of components. Next one, alignment of controls. Means alignments, proper alignments are there or not. Control visibility, font size or style, spellings correct or not, background color of the screen, clarity of images, like logos, graphs, etc. All these are means it is a static actions. We are not performing any dynamic. Just to open any application else, the images are changing. See, all the images are properly displaying or not. Clarity of images. Is there any spelling mistakes are there? Background color of the screen. So everything is available and we are checking. So that type of testing, mainly we are calling it is a look and feel of the application we are checking. That is called as the expectations, not the functionality. Once it is okay, the second one is usability testing. Usability means ease of use. Means suppose one application is there, it is giving proper guidance. Means suppose already we discussed in SpiceJet application, if user performs any invalid operation, it should be an error message or not. That is called as error handling coverage. But here usability we are checking that error messages are meaningful or not. I am checking. Okay, if error message is displaying, but if it is not understandable, no use of that message. So error message is displaying or not is called as the error handling coverage. That error messages are meaningful or not comes under usability. For every application, help documents are there. Those help documents are understandable or not. Suppose some application functional keys are implemented. Functional keys means, suppose you can see, suppose I want to print it. How to print? Go to file, click on print. Or else there is some functional key is there, that is control plus P. This is called as a functional key. Combinational keys like this, control plus P. Suppose I want to save it, control plus S. So any key we are related to control, that is called as combinational keys. Suppose if I want to zoom my application, I have some separate software is the zoom it. If I can press Control plus 2, it will zoom. Here I am installed. I can, for my convenience purpose, at the time of regular batches, I can zoom my screen. Control plus 2, zooming and zoom out. But in another machine, maybe that is not available. Why? Because I can install it. So that is called as combinational keys are implemented or not. For some applications, help documents, F1. If I click on F1, that is called as functional keys. Functional keys are implemented or not. So all these are comes under your usability. So in this test, we verify user friendliness of the application. That is called as.
Hello, sir, you're not. Yeah, sir.
Yeah, not Sitara.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is usability testing. Audio was disconnected. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So usability means suppose user performs anything, error messages are meaningful or not, help documents are understood. Suppose you can see, suppose this spy set is there. I need some help documents about this application. I need to click on F1. It will you help about this documentation. F1 means help documents. See, related to this application. So those help documents are understandable or not. Functional keys are implemented or not. Combinational case means Control plus P. Suppose this notepad, if I can press Control plus P, printing purpose. If I want to save it, Control plus yes. If I can copy, Control plus C, like that. So easiness purpose application. GUI means look and feel we are checking. Usability means ease of use means user friendliness of the application we are checking. So in this test, we verify user friendliness of the application to perform operations. That is ease of use. So what are the factors are there? Following are the factors related during usability. So what are the factors we are validating under usability testing? So first one is error messages are meaningful or not. Error messages are meaningful or not. So second one is help documents are understandable or not. So error messages are meaningful or not. And the second one is for any application help documents are there. So help documents are understandable or not. Understandable or not. So for any application functional case means F1 is shortcut to open the functional documents. And combinational case Control P, Control S, all these are. So those type of case, suppose you can see if I press Control plus 2, it will zoom in. Control plus 2, it will zoom out like that. So the third one is functional keys are implemented or not. Example F1 for help. And combinational keys are implemented or not. Combinational keys means Control plus P for the printing. So that is called as usability testing. Next one, security. Security means here we are validating two factors, authentication and authorization. Authentication and authorization. So what is authentication and what is authorization? What is authentication and what is authorization? Every application this is common. Authentication means suppose if any application is there, if I want to log into that application, we need some credentials, user ID and password. So at the time of entering user ID password, it is checking whether he is a valid ID or not. So it means my application is allowing valid users and is it preventing invalid users or not? That is called as authentication. As a user, I can log into this application, and as a admin, I can log in this application. But admin have so many privileges when compared with user. That is called as authorization. Authorization means verify application providing right services or not based on the type of user. Suppose as a user, if I am login, just I can see the data only. But as a admin people, if I am logged to the application, I have some special privileges are there. So based on the type of user, he is having different privileges. Admin have some separate privileges, user have some separate privileges. So that is both we are checking authentication and authorization. That type of testing is called as security. In this test, we verify privacy for end user operations in application. Following are the factors. The first factor is authentication, authorization. So what is authentication and what is authorization? Authentication means verify application allowing valid users and preventing invalid users or not. That is called as authentication. Authorization means based on the type of user, my application is providing right services or not. That is called as authorization. that is both authentication and authorization we are checking. Next, recovery. Recovery means, suppose at the time of testing, or suppose if I am typing some data, suddenly power failure is there. The data will be stored or not. Suppose I want to book a ticket. At the time of finally clicking submit button, the power was failure. So if any power failures, network problems is there, how to get back the data, how well able to recover from abnormal state to normal state. So this recovery will be taken by the database tester. Why? Because if I'm entering some data, where it will store? In the backend database. So if any data is lost, so database test engineer will take care. They will perform this recovery testing. Means verify how well application able to recover from abnormal state to normal state. Examples: any power failure, network failures, all these are comes under recovery. Next one, compatibility. It is also called as, one more name is there, portability testing. So what is compatibility? Compatibility means my application is compatible with multiple operating systems or not, multiple browsers and multiple compilers. Suppose if you can check it, Selenium is compatible with operating systems, Windows operating system, Mac and Linux. But Qtip is compatible with only Windows. That is called as compatibility. Suppose if you check, Gmail application is compatible with Google Chrome, IE, Firefox, any browser it is compatible. So that is, one application is compatible with multiple browsers, multiple operating systems, multiple compilers. That type of testing is called as compatibility or portability. And again in this compatibility there are forward compatibility is there, backward compatibility. Forward means upcoming versions. Suppose Selenium is compatible with Windows 8. The latest one, Windows 10. Is it compatible with Windows 10 or not? Or else my Selenium is compatible with Windows 2000, Windows XP, old version, that is called as backward compatibility. Suppose RC is there, RC is compatible with Firefox browser up to 45 only. The latest browsers is not compatible. Presently we are using 53, so WebDriver is compatible with any browser. So that's why I'm telling, if my application compatible with upcoming browsers, upcoming operating system, that is called as forward compatibility. My application is compatible with older versions and older operating systems is called as backward compatibility. So compatibility portability means one application is compatible different operating systems and browsers and compilers. So my application is compatible with multiple operating systems, multiple browsers and multiple compilers. There are two are there. Forward compatibility testing, backward compatibility. Forward and backward. Forward means upcoming versions, upcoming operating systems and everything. Backward means old one. So that is called as compatibility testing or portability testing. Next, configuration. Configuration means it is also called as hardware compatibility. Suppose if if you want to buy some laptop, first we will ask what is the configuration of your laptop, what is the RAM, what is the processor, what is the hard disk, and which operating system. So that is called as configuration, hardware compatibility. It is also called as hardware compatibility testing. So verify application supports hardware compatibility means based on, suppose you can see, if I want to install Oracle, minimum configuration is required. Suppose I want to install Selenium, minimum configuration is required. So this configuration testing is called as hardware compatibility. It is also called as hardware compatibility testing. Verify application supports customer expected configuration system or not. Example, RAM, hard disk, processor, etc. That is called as configuration. Seventh one, comparative. Or we can also call it as parallel testing. So comparative parallel testing means always we are comparing our product with market existing competitive products. Suppose you can see Oracle software is there, SQL Server software is there. But first introduced Oracle in 1970s. After that in 1980s, Microsoft company, simply they are copying all the features of Oracle and they introduced their own software. Same like that, first Java was introduced. After that .NET, they are copied all these and they can use their old software. So always we are comparing our product with market existing competitive products. That type of testing is called as comparative or parallel. Why? Because to find out the strength and weakness of our application. To find out the strength and weakness of our application. That is called as comparative and parallel. Comparing our product with other existing competitive products. With other competitive products. So we are always compare our product with other existing competitive products in the market. Why? Because in order to identify the strength and weakness of our application. Suppose in starting at the time of Selenium, first I am comparing with QTP product. Why? Because QTP is the competitive product. Why we go for Selenium means we are always comparing with QTP. Selenium is a free version, QTP is the licensed version. Selenium supports multiple languages, QTP supports only one language. QTP supports only one operating system, Selenium supports multiple, like that. That is, we are always comparing our product with other market existing competitive product. That type of testing is called as comparative and parallel. Comparative or parallel. Why? Because the main intention is we are identifying the strength of our application. Next, eighth one, installation testing. Installation means before releasing any application to the customer, first we should install into one machine and we can check it. Suppose at the time of installation Java, First I am explaining Java installation. I am explaining Selenium configuration. And I will give some guidelines documents. So based on the documents, are you able to install a software or not? Suppose for every class, yes, first I am explaining Selenium configuration. I will share my nodes. So based on that nodes, they are able to configure or not. Suppose if I am given one CD software, all the setup programs are available or not. At the time of installation, application providing some user-friendly messages means click on next, click on that, click on yes, like that some message is displaying. So that type of messages are available or not. So first I am checking in one machine. Okay, if it is successfully installed based on that guidelines document, then I can release to the market. So verify one application able to install as per README file guidelines or not. For that, setup programs availability. During installation, application is providing user-friendly messages or not. All the related programs copied or not. Repair and uninstall programs are available. Why? Because suppose today I installed one software. Maybe later on I don't want to use it. I want to uninstall. Compulsory we should have uninstall programs. Then only it is possible to uninstall. So first I can install application into one machine. If it is okay, properly working, then I can release to the market. So installation testing means verify application able to install as per README file guidelines or not. README file guidelines or not. So what are the factors we are validating? What are the factors are there? First factor, in installation testing, set up a programs availability. Set up programs availability. The second one, during installation, application providing any user-friendly messages or not. Third one, all the related files are copied or not. Fourth one, repair or uninstall programs availability. So that is called as installation testing. Ninth one, sanitation. Sanitation means as a test engineer, always we are testing one application based on BRS only. But here in sanitation, as a test engineer, we are trying to identify if any extra features are available or not, which are not mentioned in the BRS documentation. Maybe sometimes available, sometimes may not available. Why? Because we are trying to identify if any extra features are available in application which are not specified in client requirements. Those type of testing is called as garbage testing. So it is also called as garbage testing. In this test, we try to identify any extra features in application which are not specified in scientific experiment. That type of testing is called as sanitation. So all these are comes under non-functionality. So everything is possible by the normally, but the last technique is their performance. This performance testing is manually not possible. Compulsory we can use some tools. Those are either we go for load runner or we go for J meter. Load runner and J meter. These two are the performance tools. Either load runner or J meter only it is possible to conduct the performance testing by, because manually not possible. But at the time of interview, if anybody asks, for the definitions purpose I'm explaining. What are the performance means? We are checking one application speed, scalability, stability. Speed means, suppose I want to book a ticket, go to the SpiceJet. Click on one way. I want to book a ticket from Hyderabad to the Bangalore. Some date, December 31st. One adult, fine pledge. How much time I will get the response? That is called as the speed. Speed of my application. See, it will take some time. 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Suppose we go to Selenium by Mahesh. If you open the page, how much time I will get the response? If I go to new batches, how much time I will get it? Click on downloads, how much time I can get it? So that is called speed. Scalability. Scalability means what is the application response under different loads. Suppose if any more number of users access application, automatically the response will be decreased. Stability. What is the application behavior under certain loads? So we are verifying these three factors: speed, scalability, stability. But manually not possible to conduct the performance testing. Only the tool, either we go for load runner or J meter only. First, speed, scalability, stability. Speed means normal, quick response. How much time will you get the response? How quickly application completes the transaction. Scalability. How many users can access this application at a time? Verify application allowing customer expected users or not. Third one, stability. Stability means under certain loads. Have application response under certain loads. So certain loads means, again there are different testing techniques are there. So what are the different testing techniques here? So what are the factors we are validating means? First one, load testing. Second one, stress. Next, soak testing, or you can call it as a next, spike data volume. See, all these are possible by using load runner J meter, manually not possible. So what is the load? Load means Application is allowing customer expected concurrent users or not. Suppose customer requirement is at a time 10,000 members want to access the application. Suppose my web application is there. There is no load limit. Any number of users can access this website. Yes, there is no permit. Suppose if IRCTC is there. IRCTC. At the time of normal time, it will give fast response. Whereas in the Tatkal time, so many members they log in. So automatically the response will be decreased. So that is load means verify application allowing customer expected concurrent users or not. That is called as a load. So there is no load limit. Any number of users can access this in case of the load. But what about the stress? There is some peak limit is there. Once we receive that peak limit, it is unable to access the application. That is called as stress. In this test, we use beyond the load limit to estimate peak limit of the load on application. That is called as the stress. Load means there is no limit, but whereas in the stress some peak limit is there. Once you can reach that, no one can access that application. Soaking. Generally soaking is normal word. Here soak testing or endurance means how much time can I continuously run my application? That is duration. Suppose 24/7 call center applications are there. They are continuously running their application. But every 8 hours or 12 hours or 16 hours, compulsory they can stop and they can refresh it. That is called as soaking. Soak and endurance means verify how much time can I continuously run one application. That is duration. Verify how much time continuously we can run application. That is duration of the application. Spike. What is the system behavior under sudden loads? Sudden loads means suppose before 10 o'clock IRCT application used by some less members. At exactly 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock there is some Tatkal time is there. At that time suddenly load is increased. All the reservation centers, all the agents, all the normal people also suddenly they are logging at the time of Tatkal time to book a ticket. If suddenly load is increased, what is the system response? Suddenly load is decreased, what is the system response? That type of testing is called as spike testing. Verify application behavior under sudden loads. Last one, data volume. Data volume means verify how much amount of data can be transferred in a specific time period. Verify how much amount of data can be transferred. Suppose by using Gmail, I can transfer only 25 MB of data only. So data volume means how much amount of data can be transferred in a specific time period. Verify how much data we can transfer in a specific time period. But in all these cases, in manually, it is not possible to validate all these. That whatever is speed, scalability, stability, under stability, load, stress, soak, spike, data volume, all these are only just understanding definitions purpose only I am explaining. Why? Because all these are possible by using only automation tools. Those tools are called as performance tools, load runner and JMeter. But remaining all are possible. Whatever the non-functional factors, GUI, usability, security require all are possible manually except performance testing. To conduct performance testing, compulsory we should go to automation tool only. So, but in real time also it is not important. Only the definition wise it is important. So that is the fifth level, system testing. So this topic is testing levels in SDLC. How many levels are there? 6 levels. Review on requirements, review on designing, unit testing, integration system. Finally, the last level, sixth level is, this is the last level, user acceptance testing. This is the last level, sixth level. User acceptance means after system testing, the application is given to the client. So first developers, they are checked it, unit and integration. After the testing, we are tested system testing. After that, again client will test the same application, that is called as UAT. So what is the main objective of UAT is to check whether application is ready for the release or not. So here they can perform two testings, alpha and beta. Alpha means client come to our organization and test one application. Client come to our organization, test it, that is called as alpha. Beta means application will be deployed to the client side and tested, that is called as beta. So sometimes client will perform both alpha and beta. Sometimes they can perform only alpha or beta. So after system testing, client team perform UAT, user acceptance testing. Why? Because the objective of UAT is to confirm application is ready for release or not. Whereas UAT is performed based on their business needs. So they can use two types of testings are there. Alpha testing, beta. Alpha means client come to our organization and test the application, that is called as alpha. It is performed at developer side in controlled environment. If any defects identified, those will be resolved and should get approval from client, that is called as alpha. Sometimes after alpha, again client deployed application to the client side and they will test it, that is called as beta. After alpha testing, application will be deployed at client side. So beta testing can be performed at client side in uncontrolled environment. That is called as beta. Alpha means client come to our organization, test the application is called as alpha. Beta means application is deployed at the client side and they will test it, that is called as beta. So it will take care by the client. As a test engineer, we are not involving in the UAT. It is responsible by the client only. So we don't bother about this testing. User acceptance, UAT. So those are all the 6 levels in testing. Why? Because those 6 levels, this is a very lengthy chapter. So what are the 6 levels? Review on requirements, review on designing, unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and UAT. You can check it. Maybe that is 8th, 7th, 6th, maybe 6th class. Yes, this is quality management. So here, the box. Yes, this is the chapter. Testing levels in SDLC. Review on requirements, review on designing, unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and UAT, user acceptance testing.